Yeah. So, hi Bhavani, once again, welcome.
Hi.
Okay. So today we are doing interview on object-oriented programming. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's fine. So, right. So, can you explain me briefly what do you mean by OOP?
OOPS refers to object-oriented programming language. In OOPS, we have objects. In OOPS, we create objects based on it characters and behavior, and the characters refers to what is an object, and behavior refers to how about the object. And in OOP, by using OOPS, we can easily write the complex programs, and in OOPS, we can create methods. Methods are user-defined functions.
Okay, that's fine.
Class
That's fine. Okay. Right. So, tell me, what are the major advantage of object-oriented programming?
by using OOPS, we can easily write complex programs, and we can easily maintain and understand read a complex programs, and we can reuse a code. And by using this, we can reduce the redundancy.
Correct. Okay, that's good. Right. So, like Python supports object-oriented programs, right? So,
Yes, sir.
can you tell me what are the other languages which in which we can use concept of hoops?
In Java, JavaScript, PHP, and in C++, we can use object-oriented programming, sir.
Okay. So, are you familiar with any other language other than Python? Like, did you use anywhere?
No, sir.
No. Okay, that's fine. So, can you tell me some of the important features of object-oriented programming?
Object-oriented programming, we can easily understand how the software, we can easily use a software without knowing the actual implementation, and we can easily understand, read, we can maintain complex software.
Mhm. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, can you tell me what is, because as you told that based on the object's behavior, okay, you're going to write a program, right, using oops. So, can you tell me what do you mean by object?
Object is a physically visible thing, sir.
Mhm. So, can you give some examples?
For example, car,
Mhm.
the car, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. So, what is class then?
Class
What?
is a car, sir. Specified brand of a car is an object, sir. We can create many objects for a single car, single class.
Mhm. Okay, right. So in object-oriented programming, okay, if you want to implement, can you tell me what are the steps how to implement like object-oriented programming?
First, we have to create a class, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we need to add objects into the class, and we need to add a methods,
Mm-hmm.
and we need to instance. We need to create an instance
Mm-hmm.
by calling a class.
Okay. Anything more? That's it. Okay, right. So generally, if you want to include any objects into a class, we use in constructor, right? So can you tell
Yes,
me
sir.
what is the constructor that is available in Python?
Init constructor, sir.
Can you tell me the
By
working of,
using
yeah, can you tell me the working of
by
the init?
using init constructor, we can add values to that object, sir.
Mhm. Only values I cannot any data types.
Any data type, sir.
Are you sure about it? Can I add
Yes,
list,
sir.
tuples, whatever I want? Okay. So in that init constructor, there is a default parameter called self.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
What it represents? Okay. All right. Then do you have idea on inheritance?
Yes, sir.
Inheritance. Can you tell me what is the inheritance?
Inheritance is a deriving one subclass from a main class.
Mhm.
It is a transferring characteristics from parent class to child class.
Okay.
It is
Okay. So what are the types of inheritance?
single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hybrid inheritance.
Okay. Can you show any one example? Can you show
Yes,
an
sir.
example? So yeah, you can share your screen and you can show an example. You create some class, just you create a class. Let us see how to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can write any program, any task, whatever you like, you try to implement that, but you show me how to create a class, how to add the objects into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enable screen sharing.
Oh, just a minute. Yes, it is done. I think now you can.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, just print that, print it. You no problem. You create a method. Yeah. Yeah. So that is good. I think that is equal to right. That is fine. Save it somewhere. Okay. So it is correct now. It should be string na. String na.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Mhm. Now it is run. But you put parentheses there after car one. Okay. Now you run it. Come back. So can you identify what is the mistake there? You have to use self.brand, right? In print
Yes.
command, you have to use self.brand. Print, not there. Print command. Yeah,
Okay.
self.brand. That also self.color, right? Then in car one function is there, na? Your method. There also write self. There you write self. Now you try. Let us see.
Yes, sir.
Got it. All right, right. So can you explain me how it functions? Just whatever you have written, you explain to me.
First, I created cars class
Mm-hmm.
by the name of car, and
Okay.
next I use init constructor to
Mm-hmm.
add the attributes of an object.
Mm-hmm.
And next I created a function.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I
So,
created a function
mm,
by car1 name,
okay.
and
Mm,
next I created an instance.
mhm. So can you tell me here, see you are creating an instance, right? C equal to car of something you have given. Okay. Now how that C will be linked to your class? You are
It
creating
is
an
an
instance. Yeah. What is the
object
reference? That is object, that is fine, but what is the reference there?
class class name.
No, that is not the reference. Reference is self. Actually, your
Okay, sir.
self is nothing but C. Okay.
Okay.
So that's why in everywhere now, whether you are using constructor or any function, so everywhere you are writing self, right? So that is default parameter because that is linking your class with the other objects. Got it? Okay. So indirectly, self represents the instance of the class there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Right. So yeah, that's fine. Good. Can you tell me what do you mean by polymorphism?
Polymorphism is a poly means many, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Morph means forms. One object can have many forms.
Mm-hmm. Can you give some example?
Cars,
What what is it? Can you give some example for polymorphism?
polymorphism means bird is an object, sir. Every bird can have different forms of sound. Every
Okay.
bird can make different sound.
Okay. So do you have idea on overloading?
Overloading. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So can you tell me what is overloading?
It is a compile time polymorphism. Polymorphism, sir. It is a entity. This entity has a uh, different implementation
Mm-hmm.
with same name, sir.
Okay.
For
Same name.
example, method,
Mm-hmm.
same name, different
Different
implementation.
implementation. That is called overloading. Okay. So see, there are two types of overloading, right? One is function overloading.
Yes, sir.
Second is like, object overloading,
Operator.
operator
Yes.
overloading, right? Yeah. So can you tell me what do you mean by operator overloading?
Don't know, sir.
Okay, right. So do you have idea on subclass? What is a subclass?
Yes, sir. Subclass is also called as child class, which derived from parent class, which
Okay.
inherited from parent class.
What do you mean by superclass then?
Superclass is also called parent class, from where from where the subclass inherited.
Okay. What do you mean by abstraction?
Abstraction is a fetching required objects from all available objects.
Okay, right. So can you show me inheritance here with this example?
Yes,
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in the same example, you include the inheritance. You create vehicle. Bike is not good. That name is not, because you're something like a vehicle like that. Okay. So now, yeah, in your vehicle class, cars also included. That's fine. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
In subclass, we have that parent class be attributes, and we can
Very
add
good.
some more.
Yes, yes. Newer objects also. Right. So complete that line. Then that is it. Model. And here you have one more. Like that's fine. Okay. Right. So here what is your self dot? Uh-huh. Hmm. Yeah. Now you call this. Let us see how your inheritance will work. You call this directly. No need to add any method here. So there you make it vehicle. Vehicle. No. Just to change the name. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Okay. Right now you use C dot. Wait. You have to create this function also. You have to call C
Yes.
dot car1. Right. Okay. Right. Now you try that. You run it. It has to take 3 are given. It will take actually 2. So once, so there you have given a vehicle car. It will take one more you give. Something you give. Okay. It takes 2, but 4 are given. So actually, yeah. So thing is that you modify there. I'll tell you, like, car, you remove that car. Or you remove that function and just simply put pass. There in class vehicle, you have used some more thing.
Yes, sir.
You remove that, right? Okay. And you put pass there. Okay, first, this is not vehicle. Here you have to use car. You just call that create another instance. That is correct. That is correct. No problem. You write the car. There you write car. Yeah. It's not vehicle. It's class. It's car. 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 Okay. You have to give only 2 arguments here. Na? Wait.
Yes, sir.
You only give 2. Now what you do is now create another instance for vehicle class. Vehicle class also create instance. V equal to vehicle. Empty brackets only. No parameter text. Na? Right. Now that C dot car1 is there. Na? You put it at the end. Cut, paste it. That you remove that. Okay. Now you try to run this. Now it is giving error. Why? Because it is not C dot car1. You have to use V dot car1. Yes.
Yes, sir.
That is inheritance. Now you want to inherit the properties of a car using the vehicle class. Okay. Now tell me what is the missing thing here? You're adding brand. You're adding color. There na vehicle. Yeah. What is the missing? Can you tell me? Okay, that is fine. No issue. No issue. Right. Okay, but that is the basically process of inheritance. Got it? Right. So means you have to inherit one class from other. So here you think is that you want to call the function car1 by using the class vehicle, because now vehicle is you're part of that particular thing, right? So that is what the intention. Okay, now no problem, you can stop your screen sharing. Yeah, one more question I would like to ask you. Can you tell me what is the main difference between logic oriented program and object oriented program?
Okay, sir. In logic oriented programming, we mainly focus on logic, sir. In object oriented programming, we focus on objects. In logic oriented programming, we use if else
Mm-hmm.
and control conditions. We use in logic, we use conditions and functions. In object oriented programming, also in object oriented programming also we use functions, and in this we cannot use any logic. We just uh,
Proceed with the
you
behavior of the objects, right?
proceed with behavior of the objects. Yes, sir.
So tell me, this is based on your experience. So which way of programming you like? Whether you would like to proceed with object-oriented programming or logic-oriented? Which one you like most, or which one you use most?
I use logic oriented programming, sir.
Of course, as a starters, generally people will use logic-oriented method only. That's fine. Okay, right. If you work more on object-oriented, then you will come to know the advantages of that. So no issue. So thank you, Bhavani. Okay. So
Thank
I'm stopping it. Thank you. Yeah.